In your years of playing from 1983 to 1988 with the Cardinals and Pirates organizations, were you aware the use of steroids was around and people used them?
Yes. Back in the early to mid 80s, steroid use was just kind of coming into play in professional baseball. So there weren't a lot of guys that were using steroids, but there were a number of players, and you could kind of tell the players that were using steroids at that time.
Why do you think they use steroids?
Well, I think what happens is the use of steroids, it gives the pitcher the ability to throw harder. From a position player, I think it lets the player hit the ball further. So to them, if they could throw it a couple mile an hour harder or be able to hit it a little bit further, it was going to enhance their career and hence make millions of dollars versus making thousands of dollars playing minor league ball to millions playing in the big leagues.
Was steroids ever a consideration for you?
No, not really. There were players that did use them, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that go through guys' minds is to keep up with the Joneses type of scenario. But for me and where I was in my career, I didn't consider it.
Did you ever have any teammates that tried to influence you on using steroids?
Yeah, I mean, there were guys that would say, hey, do you want to try this? You want to do that? But it's like anything from a peer pressure situation that people face today and or yesterday. But yeah, there were guys that would ask you if you were interested in it, but we just said no.
How has the use of steroids of your teammates or opponents affected your career?
Well, I think what happens is if you have guys that are using steroids, what happens is, they got a competitive advantage over you, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter. And in professional baseball, I mean, there's lots of dollars that are being, decided upon, that. So I think it puts the people that don't do the steroids at a disadvantage. So, which means they're not going to get paid the amount of money that they probably deserve if everyone was playing on a level playing field.
Do you think the players in the MLB today have changed their views on steroids from when they were in the steroids era?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with the suspensions of players getting suspended for 50 games and with Alex Rodriguez getting suspended for a year, players are thinking twice about it because if they do get caught, there's a lot of money that's going to come out of their pocket by getting suspended for 50 games.